throughout the Institute area. So you'll see an opportunity to get that QR code in a variety of places. As far as what to bring, attire, it is business casual. We do have the graduates and volunteers dress a little bit fancier for graduation. But for those first through third years, as long as you are professional and comfortable, we want, some days we know that classes will be wearing class t-shirts, things like that. We just want you to be comfortable in the learning environment and always professional, of course. Do dress for the weather. We often have temperature, I will say, disagreements amongst classes. Some people, if you run cold like myself, you'll be freezing in class. Some people are warm. So dress for the weather in layers. It will be hot and humid outside in Athens, but inside the conference center, inside the Georgia Center, it's often cold with the air conditioning turned up high. So always recommend bring an umbrella. You never know when you'll get caught in the rain. As far as materials go, however you learn best, if that's through laptop, tablet, again, iPad, charging cords, power bank, we don't have outlet access for every person in all of the classrooms. So please make sure you're charged up or you have your travel mobile charging devices. Everyone will receive what we call the Institute Planner upon registration, and that has notebook pages as well as a pen. You'll get that. If you are someone who likes to have printed materials and handouts ahead of time, then please go ahead and print those yourselves. We do not provide those. Every once in a while, a faculty member might provide a hard copy on their own, but for the most part, I would say if you want the printed ones, you should print them yourselves because we don't, as a rule, we don't ask the faculty to provide them, and we don't provide them either. So that was a lot thrown at you there. As far as when you actually arrive at 2:30 p.m. on Sunday, that is when registration officially kicks off. We'll also have our on-site, our on-site registration and pre-site networking. This will be an opportunity for you to not only register, meet your class advisor, start to meet, if you have not already, people in your class, but it's also an opportunity to mix and mingle with the other classes. So everyone will be gathered together in the Pecan Tree Galleria, which is on that first level of the Georgia Center. And you'll also have an opportunity to meet our Board of Regents. This is where you would drop off any auction items. We'll talk about the auction in a bit if you have donated. And there will be small bites provided during that time as well. And then at 4 p.m., everyone will transition to their homerooms. This is the first opportunity to be with your class in person. Your class advisor will lead you through that very quick 45 minutes, set the tone for the week, do introductions, and make sure everyone is comfortable and familiar with where to go. And then at 5 o'clock, everyone will move into Mailer Hall, which is the big auditorium on the first floor for our kickoff. Our board chairman, Allison Walden, who introduced herself at the start of this call, will lead everyone through that session, have an opportunity to see a welcome video from our volunteers, other members of the board, as well as class advisors, and we'll have a faculty speaker, and that's Pam Green at this site for any of you who are familiar with her. If not, get excited. She is fantastic. And then after kickoff, you will have the opportunity to participate in a reception that is sponsored, brought to you by your Board of Regents. It is sponsored by the Athens Chamber and the Georgia Chamber of Commerce as well. And then after that, on Sunday, you're kind of free to do what you please, whether that's going to your room and sleeping, catching up on work, or going out to dinner with members of your class. It is up to you. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Nathan to share a little bit about day-to-day and what to expect.
Yes. So if you haven't met me before or haven't emailed the IOM inbox, my name is Nathan Graham. I'm not just an automatic reply. I'm an actual person. So what to expect for the day to day is attendance is required for to gain credit. If you miss more than half a class, you will be asked to complete makeup work, and that will be determined on site. You may not miss/do makeup work for more than 2 classes. So once you get to that point, unfortunately, you will not get credit for attending the site. Class advisors or institute volunteers will provide important broadcasts, conduct attendance, and introduce the faculty member. Different faculty members may ask you to come prepared with certain materials. Please be sure to visit the event website and review whatever materials and handouts are included. Bring something for which to take notes, whether that be a laptop, notebook, tablet. If you just want to sit there on a sticky note, that's perfectly fine too. However you choose to do this. If the device is electronic, make sure that it is fully charged before class, because again, we may not have outlet access for everyone. And that's just a good rule of thumb for safety, is to always have your devices charged up. Temperature in the classroom varies, so recommend dressing in layers and bringing a jacket. I'm sure there might be some silent auction items out there to keep you warm or cool, depending on that. But I can't guarantee that. But you should also check out the silent auction while you're there. Get some scholarship money for someone next year. And it may be you who gets a scholarship next year. Core and elective classes, you'll be taking 6 core and 3 elective classes. 6 core that you are automatically registered for based on your chosen class level, and 3 elective classes that you chose yourself. If you still need to change those, we can facilitate that. If you need to request a transcript, feel free to send a message to iom@uschamber.com. We try and avoid doing them as much on-site as humanly possible, but we can accommodate. However, we do have some time before we go to Southeast, so maybe send an email, figure out, just for your own peace of mind that you're not repeating an elective. If you want to repeat elective, that's perfectly fine. Maybe go get a refresher from a different faculty member, that's perfectly fine. But if you want to get that transcript, feel free to email us. Core classes are 3 hours long and divided by year. Class sections attend all core classes in the same room, so get comfortable with those people. Elective classes are 2 hours long and comprised of attendees from any year or class section. Be sure to check your agenda for the location, because it will probably not be the same as your core classroom. It may be, but hey, sometimes things don't work out that way. There will be 1 elective class on Monday afternoon and 2 Tuesday morning. And then finally, for breaks and lunches, the most important part, the food. Institute offers beverages from 7 to 8 a.m., a 30-minute morning break, a 1-hour lunch, and a 30-minute afternoon break. Breaks consist of catered snacks and drinks in the Pecan Tree Galleria, while an 1-hour buffet-style lunch will be held at the Magnolia Ballroom. The dietary restrictions you detailed during registration have been passed on to on-site catering, but if you have any concerns, please feel to reach out to your class advisor or institute staff. And then we'll talk a little bit about on-site opportunities. I see we have a question in this chat. Abby, we're going to send out a recap of the whole video, the PowerPoint, and feel free to click through the PowerPoint, as you can do so right now, and not skip ahead, or you can skip ahead of me and read a little bit ahead if you're faster than I am talking currently. And then Karen, where can we see an elective selection? That Event Hub link I put up in the chat above, you can click on that, register, sign into your account. If you need to change your password, feel free to email iom@uschamber. We can facilitate that for you. And you can see your electives that you picked for this site. Your previous site electives, you have to request a transcript from us, and I'll send you back the PDF version just for your records. And then for on-site opportunities, we have industry consultations. So the program provides opportunity to talk one-on-one with a subject matter expert in a confidential setting, discuss issues raised in a greater depth, or address a professional challenge that you're facing. And there's a link on the link tree that I put above. There's already a link to register for an industry consultation. And to request an in-person consultation, use that link while on site with an institute volunteer who will pair you based on your topic, on the topic that you wish to discuss. And then extracurricular opportunities, we have the class activity/dinner. They're a great way to get to know your classmates and will be held on Monday. Check in with your class advisor about plans. They're working hard to create a better experience overall that everyone can come and enjoy. Institute will be holding tabletop discussions each day at lunch about a variety of topics that are important to Institute attendees. We've taken some feedback from your registrations to come up with some of these topics, and there's quite a few of them. And then be on the lookout for announcements on site for more information about that. And then there's a bonus session being offered on Tuesday, 30 ideas in 30 minutes, with an additional 15 minutes exploring AI to help implement the winning idea. It will be held at 5:15 p.m. in Masters Hall, And as I was talking about before, that silent auction, for those of you who have received scholarships this year, it probably came from some of our silent auction. If you got a Regent scholarship, it came from our silent auction donations. All of the donations that and the money that goes towards that auction is sent back to Southeast for the next year's site for scholarships. So feel free to pay it forward. And if you maybe want to apply for a scholarship next year, maybe contribute towards your own success in getting a scholarship. And then the silent auction will be held throughout the week. So there's going to be various items. Southeast has a particularly large auction, so be prepared to shop a little bit. Bring some money along is what I'm going to say, and that we would take a credit card or debit card. All proceeds will go silent auction, go straight to the 2025 Southeast Regent Scholarship Fund, and donations can be brought to on-site registration on Sunday. There will be a form for you to fill out. It'll be either in paper or you can do the one online that's on the link tree. And you can go ahead and have that filled out so that you don't have to waste time, drop the item off, and our auction officials, as I'm going to call them, will take care of that for you. And then you can join the silent auction online through the link, or you can text SE24 to 843-606-5995. That's 843-606-5995, and that's SE24 to text to that. And then the auction will close 8 a.m. on Thursday. You will pick up your item during the one and only break on Thursday, and then you can go home and take it. But I'm going to pass it back to Karen now.
Great, thank you. And as Nathan was talking, I was furiously putting links in the chat as well. So we have a couple of those. The first one that I had put in was for the industry consultation request. The second one is to view the silent auction, as well as that phone number to text that he mentioned. And then that third one is to donate a silent auction item. So again, thank you everyone for all of your support. Just to reiterate again, all the proceeds do go towards scholarships. So thank you. And then we get to the later part of the week. On Wednesday night, we have the big graduation celebration. This is where everyone will be eventually at the end of their 4 years. So graduation, of course, very important, very special for those who have completed or are in the process of completing their 4th year. Everyone will get together in Mailer Hall. It will start at 6:30 p.m. Backing up a little bit, before that, we're going to have a couple of small bites available outside of the auditorium in the Hill Atrium. While that is happening, everyone is invited to that. While that is happening, the graduates will be taking their photos inside of the auditorium, and we'll have a special station set up for them inside there as well, so they don't miss out on the pre-grad bites. And everyone else will be invited into the auditorium around 6:15. We'll have a wonderful ceremony recognizing those 2 classes of people who are graduating. And then afterwards, we are requesting that everyone do remain seated in the auditorium. We'll let the graduates exit, and then we will be taking group photos of the remaining classes. We'll also have a scholarship photo for those scholarship recipients interested in being in that photo. It's not required, of course. And then we'll take some volunteer photos at the end, and staff as well. So for those who were there last year, you might remember that it was a little chaotic, if you will, as far as getting everyone together in the photos. We have improved this process. It will be very organized. And again, we just ask for everyone's patience in staying in their seats. And we will be going backwards in order from class year. So the 4th years will already have theirs taken. The first will be scholarships, and then we'll count down backwards. The 3rd years, then 2-2, 2-1, 1-2, 1-1. So 1st years, again, thanks for hanging in with us. Hopefully it'll be fairly efficient and we'll be able to move everyone through. And then you will all have access to those professional photos about a week or so after we get back from site, and you'll have an opportunity to download them and do with them as you see fit. And then afterwards, again, everyone's invited to celebrate however you see best. Sometimes classes do a second class dinner or activity. Sometimes people go off in smaller groups. Use that time to recharge your batteries. If you're an introvert, do your own thing. Totally up to you, however you would like to spend that time. We anticipate between graduation and the photos that will probably be out of there by 7:30, 7:45 at the absolute latest, just so you can plan your night accordingly. And then on Thursday, that final day, Nathan mentioned the auction that it does close at 8 o'clock. We do ask that all items are picked up during the one and only break, so that way after class ends officially at 11:30, we're not still dealing with auction items. Hotel checkout, if you're staying at the Georgia Center, is at noon that day, so should have a couple of minutes to gather your items. But that is the last official day, and then you're free to go off and do your own thing. Continue with the rest of your day and the rest of your week. For those who have been to Southeast before, there's always a special send off. From the board. So get excited for that. A certain song might stick in your head after you leave, but it's a great way to say thank you and goodbye and good luck with the rest of your Institute journey. If you're a first through third year, hope to see you back next year. And if you're a graduate, of course, congratulations. So that is the week in a nutshell. At this point in time, I'm going to open it up and see if there are any other questions. Allison, can turn it back over to you. If there are other volunteers on the call, either class advisors, Board of Regents who would like to chime in and share your tip or any words of wisdom or just say hi, please feel free to raise your hand and we'll call on everyone appropriately. But with that, while everyone's thinking, Allison, anything you'd like to say?
No, I just really appreciate the thoroughness of everything that the staff has covered today. As you can see, there are a lot of resources, a lot of information, but also a lot of opportunity to connect with a person, either an advisor who's on the call today, or myself, or a member of the Institute staff for specific questions. You will see all of our faces around throughout the week. So do not hesitate if you have a question, a concern, or need some direction to please reach out. We are absolutely here for you during that week in Athens and before and after. And try to be as accessible as we can. To Karen's point, there are some folks on the call today that you will also see in Athens. I will attempt to try to find everyone's faces and call you out. If you're in a leadership or a volunteer role for Southeast this year, if you will raise your hand with the little hand icon, I would love to call you out, acknowledge you, and give you an opportunity to say hello. So I'm seeing Bob Rolak. Bob, would you like to unmute and say hello?
Sure. Just good afternoon, everyone. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a great week. As everybody keeps saying, the staff has done a phenomenal job, as they always do, and Allison's leadership's been great. Really looking forward to getting together.
Thank you so much, Bob. Bob is one of our Board of Regents, and Kevin Capel is also on the call, also a Board of Regent.
Hey, everyone. Just so excited about this opportunity, and congratulations to everyone that continues this journey. And for those in fourth year, excited for you all as you complete this and graduate for your IOM. But kudos to all, Nathan, Karen, Allison, the Board of Regents, the faculty, and being engaged in this.
Well, yeah, and one really phenomenal thing about the experience you'll have at Southeast this year is you'll get to meet people in different organizations across the country. And so, Kevin, I did want you to shout out your chamber and where you're located.
Great, thanks. Greenville, South Carolina, Greenville Chamber of Commerce.
Excellent, wonderful. And Bob, you're from the DC area and you are with an association. Would you be willing to share?
Hey, Bob.
Bob Rolak.
Oh, yeah. I'm Bob Rolak, Tampa Bay Chamber in Tampa Bay, Florida.
Oh, yes, that's right. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Bob. Paige is on the call today as well. Paige, would you like to introduce yourself? It's okay. We'll move on to Beth. Beth Morrison is on our Board of Regents. Beth, are you available to say hi? Okay, third time's a charm. Heath Taylor, I know you're on the call. You want to say hello?
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Heath Taylor, Dublin-Lawrence County Chamber of Commerce. Looking forward to seeing everybody in Athens.
Thank you, Heath. And Bob Wiggins is the gentleman who is with an association out of the DC area. He's on another call right now, so he can't say hello, but he said hello in the chat. Megan Harrison.
Hey everyone, looking forward to serving as a class advisor. I'm from the Walton Area Chamber of Commerce in Walton County, Florida. As you can see behind me, not a bad place to get to live. There was an accident on the highway and I had to find somewhere to stop to take the call. So here I am. But looking forward to a great week in Athens. For the first years, I'm a 1-2 advisor. You guys are really in store for just an incredible start to a professional journey that you will not regret investing in yourself to complete. So, and congratulations to the 4th year folks. Just looking forward to being with everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Megan. Jimmy Lane's on the call. He also lives in Paradise.
Yeah, sometimes depending on the weather. But Jimmy Lane, 2019 graduate. I'm the president and CEO of the Cocoa Beach Regional Chamber of Commerce. I am the regent partner to Class 1-2 with Megan, and so excited. All of you made a great decision. If you've ever been in Athens before or not, it is going to be a fantastic week.
Perfect. Well, that is everyone that I'm seeing that had their hand raised. If we missed any volunteers, please do shout them out. And we just, again, will reiterate our commitment to you all in the week ahead. We so look forward to meeting each and every one of you and reconnecting with you if we have seen you before.
So Allison, this is David Bradley. I got to say, it's so great to have you guys coming to Institute. It's an amazing experience, but most especially on our part, I'm the head of the chamber in Athens, Georgia. So we can't wait to be able to show you unreasonable hospitality.
David, I'm so glad you're on the call today, and thank you so much for shouting out. David is absolutely right. Athens is absolutely one of the most unique locations that I have ever attended a conference. It is a rich culture with lots of great food, amazing music, and the people are what make Athens so special, including David and his incredible chamber. So yes, the Athens Chamber is one of our official hosts of the welcome reception, and you are going to have an exceptional experience at every restaurant, shop, and small business that you visit during your time in Athens. Thank you so much, David.
Hey, Allison, it's Corey Skates. I couldn't let Jimmy Lane be the only one to get a shout out from the Florida Space Coast. So I just wanted to say hi to everybody. I'm looking forward to Class 3. I know you're in the house. We got a big group of 58. Can't wait to meet you all. You made a great decision going to Athens. David Bradley will take very good care of all of us. I look forward to seeing you next week.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Corey. As Corey mentioned, several of our Board of Regents are also paired with a class as a not a class advisor, but an additional kind of set of hands and eyes and ears. We call them Regent partners. And so our hope is that you'll get to know all of the Board of Regents, but also specifically the Board of Regent member that is assigned to your class to be an extra support. And Corey is one of those for Class 3. So thank you so much.
Great. Thanks, Allison. Are there any other volunteers? DJ, I see your hand is up. I'm going to turn the mic over to you in a second. Any other volunteers who have not spoken yet who would like to? Lynn, thank you. Would you go ahead and say hello?
Hi, everybody. I'm Lynn Ramsey, and I live in the beautiful state of Tennessee. I'm in the eastern part, so it is gorgeous today. I just want to tell everybody that I'm really excited about coming to Athens. I'm the class advisor for Class 1-1, and we're going to have a good time, and I know everyone is going to have a good time, and I know that this will be an unbelievable experience for you, and I'm so glad that I'm going to be on the journey with some of you. So thank you all, and I can't wait to see you in Athens.
Thank you. Great. And DJ.
Hey, Karen. Hi,
Hey.
Nathan. It's so good to see you again.
You too.
But Allison, I also live in a paradise. You see the house behind me? You know, my background, that's paradise. Anyway, I was just at Midwest Institute almost a couple of weeks ago now. It's amazing how fast time flies. But so I'm going to the Southeast for my second year. And one of the things it was really helpful to me was when you are in your homeroom, especially I think it's for everybody, it applies for everybody, is to move around. So you're not sitting in the same seat like all 5 days. So you kind of move around your homeroom trying to connect with people and meet people. I've met so many amazing people in Midwest, and I can't wait to meet more in Southeast. Thank you.
Thank you, DJ. Appreciate it. All right. Any questions, comments, concerns? Anything else? Again, as Nathan mentioned, this recording as well as a copy of the slide deck will be sent out as in addition to some other pre-site information that will all go out tomorrow. Anything else? All right. Well, hearing nothing, we will let you get back to your days. But again, please don't hesitate to reach out to staff directly. Our contact info is on that slide there. Reach out to your class advisor, to your Board of Regents partner. We will make sure to get you the information that you are looking for. And with that, we look forward to seeing you in just a few weeks, week and a half. We look forward to seeing you for registration on June 23rd. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.